We are live and direct in the house. It says Donna and Cheryl TV, but it isn't. Well, it is. Donna, not Donna, I've called myself Donna there. Cheryl, now a beautiful guest friend and one of our clients. Nicole has joined us today.
Oh, hello. Hello.
So we are very, very happy to have you. Is this the first time you've done a live with us, isn't it?
It is. It is. And it's so far out my comfort zone, but I'm happy to be here.
Love it. See, this is what we like to do. Push the comfort zone. So,
Absolutely.
so if you're here, if anyone is with us, pop us in the comments and say hello. I'll do me thing, Nicola, keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real. I've still obviously got no gels on my nails.
Oh, they look
Just
natural. They don't look too bad.
I've got the Nicola who does my nails tells us I've got lovely nail beds. She tells us I've got lovely nails. So, but yeah. We've only got, what, 5 weeks to go before we can start getting our nails done, eyelashes done, hair dyed.
Mm-hmm. Have to stop spraying my hair.
Oh, do you spray yours?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hiding the little white bits.
Yeah, I've got quite a few white bits in my hair. But yes, I'm all booked in, ready for me to get my hair dyed. So that's the important stuff.
It is. Definitely.
So yes, if you're here, say hello. So we've invited the lovely Nicola along today to talk to you because, well, was it over a year? Was it a year ago we met you?
No, it was May last year.
Not even a year?
Yeah, I know. I started in June, but I did the boot camp in May.
Yes.
It feels like so much longer though, doesn't it?
It's just mad, isn't it? So yes, you did the boot camp in June and then you came on as a soul sister in our Real You program, didn't you? And now you're in the elite program. You've set your own business up in a pandemic whilst you've had your 2 children, like not had them, but had them home.
Yeah, I had them home.
Like literally amazing. So we're just in awe that you've managed to accomplish all of that, particularly in a time when we're in a global pandemic. So it's lovely for you to come on and share your story with the guys who are watching, just to give them some inspiration, because who knew last May when you came to the boot camp that this is where you would be a year later? Not even a year later.
I couldn't have believed it, genuinely, because when I found you, I wasn't feeling great health-wise. I was lost. I was overwhelmed with working full-time and homeschooling 2 boisterous boys. I was trying to keep everybody's spirits up. I was trying to keep everybody reassured, keep them fit, keep them healthy, try and do a job that I had always worked in an office with support around me, and then trying to do that. So I was just juggling so many balls, spinning plates, and I saw the boot camp and was just genuinely interested in it. Did the boot camp, absolutely loved it, because there were so many triggers and things that I'd never heard of before. I'd never heard of imposter syndrome. I didn't know that you could change your mindset. And I remember having the discovery call with Donna and just thinking it just sounded really, really interesting. And then I had the one-to-one once I decided I was going to do the Real You program. I had the one-to-one with you. And I'd always had this little whisper at the back of my mind with my job, things just didn't feel right, didn't feel comfortable, but I didn't have time to think about it, just didn't have the time. So I remember saying to you, the 6 months goal was, I just want to be a better version of me. I want to feel better. I want to have more energy, just to keep the plate spinning, really. And then I started on the 6-month program, and it just was everything and more that I thought, because it was about understanding me more, but also giving the permission to listen to the whisper. And I think that was it. So while I was working on other things like feeling better and raising energy levels and understanding me, it was about having the courage and the permission to actually dare to listen to that whisper. And I think that's what it was. The program did that, but also seeing everybody else's journey who was on the program as well, and having the live coaching with you and Donna. And that's, I suppose, what started it. So, May, June last year, I'd never thought, right, in less than a year, I'll have my own business and I'll be focused on the things that I'm really passionate about. But it was, it's been fab. I absolutely love it. I love the program.
I love that. And it's like you say, like this time last year, March last year, we'd just gone into a pandemic. Like the last thing you would have imagined is a year later we'd still be in a pandemic. You'd been homeschooling the boys and you'd have left tuned in the Whisper and actually set up your own business. It's just, but somewhere along those lines, like you say, the permission, somewhere along the line, you decided that you were going to just go for it, didn't you? Like, because like you say, you can do the program and it helps you to know yourself more, but you've made a decision somewhere along those lines to think, I'm just going to do it because it's the Whisper. It feels right.
It is. And I think it's understanding and understanding yourself more going through the program, but then seeing everybody else making big shifts, doing the mindset work and understanding this imposter syndrome, this crazy lady that feeds the fear. And actually, once you acknowledge and deal with that and understand that that's the fear just holding you back. And what if you did dare to think about what you really, really wanted to do? What then? And I remember it was maybe 3 months into the program saying, my goal, yes, I'm getting to my goal. And between one live coaching call and the next, I'd sort of decided, right, that was it. And then I think it was maybe 4 months in when I said, right, that, the thing, I love some of the terms that you use, but the thing is never really the thing. And sort of from one live coaching to the next, it was like, well, that's going well, but actually I've realized that wasn't the big goal and this is the big goal and I'm going for it. And then just having everybody's encouragement to do that was just amazing.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you had the Whisper, but you've been ignoring it. So like June, you started the program, and then 3 months in, you realised that was the big goal. Tell everyone, when did you set your business up? When did you leave your job and set your business up?
I left my job mid-November and had the business set up mid-December. So
6 months.
So pretty quickly, pretty quickly. Wow. But once I'd realised and once I'd found the why and found the reason and found the passion of what I wanted to do, there was there was no reason to wait. I knew what I wanted to do, and it just felt right.
I love that.
And it was just listening to that whisper and believing that it could happen. And not letting the fear hold you back, really. And everything just fell into place. And now it doesn't feel like work. Like you and Donna always say, like your work, your job, what you do now doesn't feel like a job, doesn't feel like work. That's exactly how I feel now. I'm still working from home, which is fine. I love it. It doesn't feel stressful. It doesn't feel like hard work. It just feels natural. And that's the thing, back in May, I was keeping the plate spinning and I was hustling and I was constantly running, 100 miles an hour, doing everything. I was dropping the kids off at school. I was getting to work. I was doing a full day's work. I was picking kids up. My kids are quite sporty, so there was loads of after school sports and weekends, and probably like every working mum feels, you didn't stop. And I've got loads of lovely support around me to help me, but I just didn't stop. It was having that space and the encouragement to just step away and take a breath and think, is this really what I want to be doing? And I think that was the turning point. And also just, doing I'm in the elite group now, but doing the Real You program, the community is so lovely. The elite group is just fantastic because now we have weekly accountability.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps you accountable, but it also keeps you focused as well. And I think, there's so many different businesses within the elite group. Everybody's got a different kind of business, but the fundamentals are the same. It's encouraging, keeping you accountable, and really focusing on your why and what you want to do and how you want to do it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And if you're listening, guys, for those of you watching, if this is resonating with you, or if you have a whisper, but you haven't actually created the space to turn the volume up yet, then drop it in the comments and let us know. Because like you said for Nicola, like you had this whisper, you created the space, you made the decision 3 months in. So that was what, July. By November, you decided you were leaving your role and setting up your business in a pandemic with no real 100% knowing that your wealth financials were going to be okay. You just, like you said, there had to rely on trust and belief in yourself. So where did you find that? Where did that come from?
I guess it was always there. It was just, there wasn't a reason not to do it. Once the picture became really, really clear, there was no excuses. But it was doing the program and really, really understanding what made me tick and what about my job, because I've been in financial services for over 30 years. I've done lots and lots of different roles, but what was it that I love about this job, and what do I want to do more of, and how do I do more of it? So, I wasn't going to let the fear hold us back. I think that was the thing,
The big thing.
Yeah, it absolutely was. And for me, it's about, I love the connection. We talk about that a lot in our coaching. And that's really, really important for me to connect with my clients and build long-term relationships. That's what I focus on now. So it was about not letting the fear, not letting the crazy lady imposter hold me back, doing it anyway, but having the belief, having the belief in myself. And once you think, I can't do it, well, why can't you do it? Is it just your limiting belief? What story are you telling yourself? Which is what you guys always say. What is it?
I love that.
And it is. And now there's just, as I say, I love what I do. I've always loved what I do, but now it's better because I'm doing it the way I want to do it.
Yeah. You found, like you say, you found your purpose. And so you're 4 months on. So it's left your work in November, set your business up in December, you're 4 months on. So and you are like, because we see you every week, you're just, like you say, you've still got the 2 boys, they've been off, you've been out of sync, you've set up a new business, and you're still just taking it in your stride. Like, tell people, how is that possible? You're 4 months into a new business.
Because it's like a roller coaster, but we all have that. It is like a roller coaster, but it's been very clear on what you want to do. It's been very organized. It's making every minute of your working day count. But also understanding when you have a bad day, that's all right as well, because you need those bad days. So you need the dips in the roller coaster. You need those, but also knowing that they're not gonna last. But having the cheerleader squad that is the elite group helps massively as well. You and Donna are huge advocates of everybody in there, because we're all going through exactly the same thing when you start up a new business. The fear doesn't go away. The fear's still there, but it's about tackling the fear and knowing. I think everybody who starts a business has that passion, don't they? They know why they want to do it. They have that passion. So it's making sure that you hold on and you focus on that. And then just, deal with it day on day, but being super organized, super focused, and just holding on to your belief that you can do it.
I think
that's it. And you and Donna, obviously, you're massive inspirations, because you did it and you're 2 years into it. And that's the thing, you're proof that you can do it, as is so many of the lovely ladies in the program that we see.
I love that. And it's yeah, like you say, it's we all have the crazy lady, we all have the fear, it never goes away, it'll always be there. It's about managing it and learning the
It
tools and
is.
techniques so that it doesn't hold you back. And like you
Mm-hmm.
say, once you've found your purpose, you're getting up every day, you love your life, like there's no other alternative. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's
That's
like if
it.
you think now, this is your life.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And I absolutely love it. And it's just going from strength to strength. And already I'm thinking, I'm not just going to have the one business. Next year there's going to be another business that's going to complement what I'm doing. There's going to be lots of different strands to my business.
Mm.
Whereas 9 months ago, I wouldn't even have thought that I would have the belief that I would have a business. And that's the thing. It's the ability to, or the space or the encouragement to actually
Yeah.
dream, and not having limiting beliefs hold you back. And the imposter syndrome is there every day. My crazy lady visited this morning before I did
Mm-hmm.
this, but it's a
Yeah.
case of acknowledging her and just telling her to go and have a little walk while I'm busy. And,
Yeah.
it's because it's about having the tools and the techniques, as you say, to deal with it, but having the people around you, the right people around you,
Yeah.
so that if you are having a bad day or the fear is getting too much, you know what to do, you know where to come.
Yeah.
And that's
I love
really
that.
important as well.
So tell everyone what you do.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a financial advisor. As I say, I've been in financial services over 30 years. And I want to focus on helping women focus on and create their own unique financial goals, but helping them achieve that. So, establishing exactly what financial security means to each individual, because it's different for everybody, but then helping them achieve that. So, I do have male clients, but I love dealing with females. It could be somebody who, it could be somebody who is feeling vulnerable, maybe somebody who's going through a divorce, and doesn't really understand what their financial future holds. It could be somebody who, has maybe lost a loved one. And again, is grieving while trying to deal with financial matters. Entrepreneurs, women like ourselves who feel they don't have time to deal with things because they're in hustle. It's about taking a step back and talking about, what does your financial future look like? What do you want it to look like? So dealing with people who I really connect with, who I want to build a long-term relationship with and help them achieve those goals. So that's the real passion for me.
I love it. And,
Yeah.
like because I know like my mum lost my dad and also my brother, like in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen firsthand how it
Yeah.
can be working through a financial, as Donna uses, quagmire, like
Mm-hmm.
literally firsthand, still working through it. It can be
Yeah.
horrendous. So, and obviously we know Nicola very well. She's just amazing. And when we say you'll get her energy anyway now when you see her
Mm-hmm.
on this live in terms of your connection, but that's so important. That is like that's your value, isn't it? That's the kind
It
of
is. It
essence of
is.
your business is about connection.
It is absolutely, because it can change so much to have somebody that and particularly over the last 12 months, so many people have been through financial hardship, they've been through financial worry, they've
Yeah,
lost people. And it could be even something like, there has been people are grieving and they've maybe received an inheritance, but they feel really guilty about that inheritance and
yeah,
they don't really want it. There's so many different aspects to this, but it's about
mm-hmm.
finding somebody you really connect with, you really trust. And then, something bad comes on the news about the footsie, or, the news is all about bad news, isn't it? So
Yeah,
it's about thinking, well, actually, I don't really need to worry about that, because I know Nicola has
yeah,
explained that to me in terms
yeah.
that I understand. Or actually, I know she's got my back. That's absolutely fine.
I
I
love it.
understand that. So it's having that financial security, and everybody's is different. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I love
Um,
that.
but it's about building that long-term relationship with somebody
Yeah,
and making sure that, right, well, Nicola, I know Nicola's got this aspect of my finances sorted out, but I also know she introduced me to this fantastic person who's got my will sorted out. This person. It's about having that large connection to help with every aspect of your finances.
I love that.
So, yeah.
That's definitely a tagline. Nicola's got your back. Ding ding. So,
I love that.
So how do people get in touch with you then? Like if people who are watching this on playback are thinking, wow, I'm in that position.
Yeah, so you can just message me directly through Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn as well. So yeah, they can just message me, and I'm happy just to have a chat. If any of it resonates, really, just ping me a message and we can have a chat.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And
you're welcome.
You just mentioned it there around, like literally you are helping people. You know, our masterclass that we've got coming up, Wealth Without the Hustle, that's what you're doing. You've just said that. You are literally helping people to look after their wealth, because it's not just about money in the bank. It's about all aspects, without the hustle, without the panic. Like I've seen the stress that my mum has been under and still is for the last 3 years. It's horrendous. So, yeah, perfect. We're running a masterclass called Wealth Without the Hustle, and this is what you do for people. So that's amazing. And so thank you so much for sharing.
You are very welcome.
I am going to
very welcome. It's a pleasure.
I'm going to pop the Wealth Without the Hustle link, if I can find it, on here as well, for anyone who is watching this on playback and you haven't registered yet. This is around. Well, look at Nicola. 10 months ago, she was stressed out, burnt out, looking after the kids, like overwhelmed, didn't know where to go next. 10 months later, you've set up a business, left your business, set up a business in a pandemic, whilst homeschooled but 2 schoolboys, looks serene like she does here, and is now thinking about what other streams of business she can have, because she's been in a position where she's given herself time and space to be able to tune into the whisper. So this is what we... Oh, Donna's listening. She's put the link in for us. Thank you, Donna. So if you haven't signed up, this is what could happen, people.
Oh, definitely.
Our masterclasses, like check Nicola out. If you want a bit of that, then please sign up. Share it with anyone who you feel might be in overwhelm as well and would like more flow. This is what we're calling in, Nicola, isn't it? Ease, grace, flow.
Absolute natural flow. Just thinking every time, every so often I have to pinch myself and say, this is my job. I just love this. And it's all down to that free little workshop that I did back in May last year. That's where it started.
I love it.
And it's just absolutely changed my life. I absolutely love it.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on live. See, told the crazy lady to do one. You came on the session. Wasn't that bad, was it?
It was not. Absolutely not.
Just having a chat. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We will be back on Thursday with another fabulous guest. We have Claire Dar joining us to share some of her story as well. So we will see you then. And yes, anyone who wants to get in touch with Nicola, just DM her, Nicola Wrighton, on LinkedIn or Facebook. And we will see you guys on Thursday. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much, Nicola, for joining us.
You are very welcome. Thank you. Bye.